hands up.
Yeah.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's got room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. There he goes, left side. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
To the days of just getting a fumble recovery. Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Seahawks 19, Raiders nothing. Jason Myers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's got this down to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Here's Carr.
1st down.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Carr able to find Ruggs. That's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. On 1st down, Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action.
It's now 3rd down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They go play action with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. That one good for 37 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this 1st half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Here's Carson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win any player. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Draw play. This is Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 37-yard line.
On second down now, it's Carson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Here's Wilson.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So first and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. David Moore, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise
Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this one's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
That's the score. Seahawks 7. Packers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Down at the 26.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down.
Now this throw caught left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Rodgers with a keeper. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line lower than the defensive front.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. To the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson, Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
The 33-yard line.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. This 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. They'll check that down to Carson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now Wilson on 1st down. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll make it 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
On to the sideline and incomplete.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And here's Lewis. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And here's Lewis. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 4
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Rodgers going to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. L.J. Collier in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the 2nd half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Oh, they'll try to jet sweep here with Lazard.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. It's caught at the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34. That's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
K.J. Wright, the one who shot in there to get him down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson on the move to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. Tyler Lockett.
He got no feet.
Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 68 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happened. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
7.
Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers get a score closer. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. The 20. He's got Adams in the hookup. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Packers are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like when you fit that in.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
The 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here's Lewis. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a big play that time for the Packers. 59 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Okay, game on. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for David Moore. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just gotta set like I run up in the backfield. I just gotta set like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like who?
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in
Get out my way, Lil. Get out me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
I was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway.
This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Here's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception
interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
This will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
That's the score, Seahawks 7, Buccaneers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And, look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. For the USC man. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Right at midfield.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gives this one off to Jones. And he'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
God, I can't believe what I watched. What's going on, guys?
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa.
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Levante David in on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So that'll back him up 5. They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. 7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Carson, the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way, and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
Now it's Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
That is caught at the 7. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Greg Olsen, 31 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Buccaneers 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Brady now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. And they turn the pick six into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a pressure. Gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for me. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. The final shot before half for Brady. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's 2nd and 8. At the 16-yard line.
From the 16, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run it with Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
And they did. It worked.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you can tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
28-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now Brady. And he finds Howard complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 9 from the 44. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. I think we think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Brady's going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tom Brady taking it in. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
37, Seahawks 17. Bradley Pinion the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Brady going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Brady now on first down. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's caught at the 2. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Well, this is something that Pete Carroll should be pretty well familiar with. Remember when he told Jim Harbaugh after losing a ball game and Harbaugh went for 2 late against him, hey, what's your deal? It's the same situation here. Now, I'd kick the extra point, but I am reminded that plenty of coaches feel like it's not their job to worry about the other team. It's their job to worry about their own team. You have to stop us.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and we'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Dominican Sue on the stop.
To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big connection on that one. 41 yards.